Remember when America promised to do better on race? Well, according to a new poll, many now believe it already has. The poll reveals a striking shift in public perception that fewer Americans feel that black communities face serious discrimination. Only 45% now say black people face high levels of bias, down from 60% in 2021. Is the country moving further away from the racial reckoning sparked by George Floyd's killing in 2020? Here's the story with more.
4 years ago, following the murder of George Floyd, the US entered what many called a racial reckoning. Protests filled the street, companies vowed to do better, and diversity, equity and inclusion, or DEI, became buzzwords in boardrooms and classrooms. But today, Americans seem to think those efforts worked or weren't needed at all. A new poll shows a sharp decline in how many people think discrimination remains a big problem. Less than half of US adults now say black people face a great deal or quite a bit of discrimination. In 2021, that number was 60%, but today it's just 45%. This poll shows that Americans' view of racial discrimination has shifted substantially since 4 years ago. In fact, fewer than half of Americans think DEI reduces discrimination for any group, including women, black, Hispanic or Asian communities. Meanwhile, around 1 in 4 believe DEI is making discrimination worse. And while only 15% think white people face discrimination, almost 40% of white adults believe DEI is actually discriminating against them. Interestingly, the backlash isn't just coming from the outside. Some black and Hispanic Americans now believe DEI may be doing more harm than good. Around 40% of black respondents and a third of Hispanic respondents say DEI increases discrimination against people like them. It's a similar story for other groups. Concerns over discrimination against Asian Americans fell from 45% to just 32%. Views on discrimination against Hispanic people stayed steady at 44%, while only 15% believe white people face serious bias. Experts believe the US has backpedaled on its promises, and the everyday reality of black Americans is being downplayed. What started as a reckoning is now becoming a retreat. It's a complex landscape, with beliefs of progress, perceptions of reverse discrimination, and faith in fixes all colliding. Americans may be growing less convinced that racism is a major problem, but that doesn't mean the solutions have been agreed upon. As the country moves away from its post-2020 commitments, it faces a new challenge. Can you fix a problem that many no longer acknowledge?
Firstpost now available in 9 languages on YouTube. English,
stands at $36 trillion.
French,
Le FMI, comme
German,
Geschäftsführenden Direktor,
Hindi,
$30 trillion ka karjo.
Indonesian,
Pemerintah tanpa pemeriksaan.
Italian,
Sekali radikali.
Japanese,
4 兆ドル以上も
Portuguese,
por causa do próprio balanço patrimonial.
Spanish.
Beautiful bill.
Go to Settings, click on Audio Track and select a language of your choice. Be the first to know what's happening around you in your first language. Firstpost.